PTZOptics was the first company, the first PTZ camera company to jump into NDI, the first to get certified, the first to have NDI products available. We've been with you guys since the beginning.
Well, you know, NDI has gone through a lot of different upgrades. And when we started adopting NDI, it was at the very beginning of something called NDI HX, which was high efficiency. And that's been a major breakthrough for folks who want to implement NDI on existing networks and corporate infrastructures, educational institutions, because NDI HX is almost a tenth the bandwidth of high bit rate, high bandwidth NDI.
Now, one of the things you guys did was said there's PTZ, but there's also Z. And Z is a zoom cam or, you know, a box cam that just basically doesn't have the pan and tilt. You mount it somewhere now. And we use it just so, you know, it's our product spotlight show. But a Z camera is a really cool thing for like a house of worship to put in the back of the room when you just know you want that big broad shot of the whole stage.
You know, these have been really popular. It's a much more affordable form factor. I'll give you a couple examples. A courtroom, you've got to capture the jury stand. You don't need to pan and tilt, you just need that one spot. Yep. Here's another great one in this scenario right here. This is really a popular camera, Gary, for drum cages at churches. These have been tight because of a couple things, and one is the 4K capabilities, but these are getting deployed a lot in telemedicine. Yeah, now SDI is 1080p 60, but with NDI, you can go all the way up to 4K, and you can control it with NDI Studio Monitor and all the things that you can do with NDI.
And wireless cable, there you can see it on the desk. And in fact, why don't you just zoom into Paul's desk and show everyone what that is. Wireless cable essentially lets you exactly what it is. You use wireless and you replace an Ethernet cable.
A lot of our customers are using these to send 1, 2, 3, 20 cameras off to a different node. So it's been designed to literally be a wireless cable.
One of the things we're seeing that's happened is when COVID hit months ago, the world had to figure out how to do things remotely and how to do things over IP, and how to do things with NDI, and how to do things, you know, PTZ cameras, getting them into rooms to make things happen. Well, what I see we're going to hit now is what I'm going to call 2.0, not of a second wave of COVID, but of people who now had something that was working just good enough. We're going to say, we could do this better. So I think there's going to be a lot of churches, schools, governments, corporations who are saying, you know, I love everything I could do. I just wish I could get the NDI across the street, to the field, down the hall, where I don't always have a wired jack, but I love NDI. And your solution allows me to expand NDI. So it's not just like other people who just send a video signal. You get the full NDI, because what you're basically doing is replacing a network cable with a wireless connection. You guys, I think, are the leaders in integration of your cameras with other people's stuff. What I mean by that is you know, the vMix crowd loves you. The OBS crowd loves you. The Zoom crowd loves you. The Wirecast crowd loves you. The Teams crowd loves you. And sure, the new tech guys like you, but what I want to stress is anything that is NDI, you guys communicate with your NDI devices, and as a result, you've really become the go-to line of PTZ cameras.
This is an NDI PTZ camera that's outside that I'm controlling right now. So there's a school bus going by. And so schools are putting these outside in athletics departments. I even have people, you know, putting in studios in places that they never thought possible with outdoor cameras and things like that.
All right.